Welcome everyone, aka no one, I think, cause I don't think anyone's here yet. I don't know, I'm really bad at this. I stream so rarely that I always forget from time to time how the fuck I do this thing. Let me just see, how do I invite other people? Hey, Lady Thorn. Let's see. Adapts, nope. Fuck, yes, invite people, perfect. Now, here we go. Okay, paste and copy. I'm gonna send invite. Hey, Madame Black Rose. Okay, let's see. Who is available to join? Because I always suffer from like stage fright, so which is, I don't know, it's stupid, is it? I don't know. Like, you know how I hated, well, you don't, but hey, Michele, I don't know, sorry if I butchered your name, but hi. Yes, I am on Google Plus. Why? Is that bad for the quality or something? Like I said, I'm not too much of a stream expert. I'm gonna send the link to a couple of people. Just in case there's the link. Yeah, being nervous is kind of in my nature. I hate it, but oh well, what you gonna do about it? Who else said they were up for it? Maybe. Oh yes. Here's the link. Okay. Would you like me to join you? Yeah, sure. Well, I'm not really having issues with anything. I'm just always have been kind of shy, and I mean, recording is one thing because I have control of it, so if something sounds stupid and whatnot, I can delete it and redo it, and no one ever has to know. But live stream or phone calls or like in real life meetings, those scared me to death, because if I do or say something stupid, I can take that back or something. I don't know, I'm weird. Anyway, yes, of course, Madame Black Rose, you can join. I'll send you the link. Just because it's always, I mean, besides the stage fright thing, it's always more fun if there is someone else. And there's the link. Let's see if someone else may be available. Uh, okay, and there we are. So yeah, I was trying to record something, but as you can hear, I'm already like slurring a little bit, and this is what happens to me at night because I have to take a shitload of pills to be able to sleep normally.
Hello.
So, yay. Hello! How are you?
I'm all right.
Yay, good. Good, good, good. I'm so glad I'm not alone anymore because it's really a lot of high school flashbacks and whatnot.
No, I get it. I have like stage fright too.
Awesome. I hate
Yeah.
talking on the phone. I hate, blah, if I can even read, I hate talking on the phone. Online drinking contest. Online drinking contest. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Lady Thorn asks where I'm from. I'm from Switzerland. So here it's midnight, like 0000.
Oh. Oh, that
How
explains why you asked if anything was up.
how about you? What time is it there, madame?
For me, it
Madam.
for me it's 5 o'clock at the evening.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm up.
Yeah,
I've been sleeping.
I'm not tired, but like I was just saying, I have severe insomnia, so I have to take like a buttload of pills at night to get to sleep a decent amount of time, and I have to take them a bit early. So I always kind of sound like I'm drunk even when I'm not. So yay.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But oh well,
No,
at
I don't
least
have.
when I am drunk, I can just say, no, I'm not drunk. It's just the pills, you know.
Yeah. They tried to put me on medication for insomnia, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I wish. But last time I tried not to take anything. I didn't sleep all night. I was a fucking corpse. So I was like, okay, fine, I give in.
Yeah. I didn't get to sleep until like 8 o'clock this morning, and I woke up like 2 hours ago. So I'm all right. I'm still
Wow.
tired though.
Yeah, no doubt. Because still, it doesn't. I mean, of course, it matters how many hours you sleep, but also which hours. Because if you
Yeah.
sleep 4 hours, but like in that period of time when you really gather energies, then it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Understandable.
Uh, it is 5 p.m. in Chicago. I'm just super sick. Oh no, Lady Thorn. So sorry to hear that. Hope you'll feel
Yeah.
better soon. Lots of people are sick as of right now.
Okay.
Hello, Creep Files. How are you doing? That came out very joy like. No joy from fan. Like, hey, how you doing?
Wow. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but also like no. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind me. Never mind me. Just the weirdo here.
Oh, so I messed up earlier um for uploading my first narration to YouTube because earlier in the morning I Bluetoothed it to my other phone where my YouTube channel is at, and I was uploading it, but I deleted it off of my storage, so I have to re-download it on
Oh
Bluetooth and then
no.
upload.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
so
that
that's
sucks.
yeah.
Uh,
So it'll be out later on.
damn. Okay, I'm pretty good. Let it turn. I'm a weirdo. Crypt files. What would be your advice for a new channel like mine? I started 2 weeks ago. Well, first thing is find your own style. Like it's great to be inspired by someone other narrators and whatnot, but don't ever try to be like them. Just be you, because there is no one else who is like you. So what people will like in the end, something that they have never heard before. And also, as far as getting out there in the community, like just make friends, establish contacts, participate in collaborations, which is, of course, a great way to get noticed. But even better than that is all the people you get to know, because it's really, really, really amazing. I've got to know so many amazing people like that.
Yeah.
So,
Also, what I think helps is you like write your own stories, so that way it's like kind of original. I have
mhm.
some stories of my I would like to narrate later on, but that also helps a lot.
Yeah, of course, of course. If you're able to write your own stories, then yeah, that's amazing. I've tried a couple of times. It's harder than I anticipated to write in English because it's not my first language. So yeah, it's not the same. And if I write them in my own language and then translate, it just sucks. But yeah, that's definitely one way to be like unlike others, because in the end maybe you always hear the same stories here and there, but if you write your own stuff, then you have 100% guarantee that it's unique material. So yeah, that's absolutely good.
Yeah. I think I have writer's block. I like to write stories of my own, but like the problem that I have personally is I know what I want to write, but I want to get right into it. I don't want to like do backstory, and in order for the story to work, I have to have backstory.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Okay,
Yeah.
so Creepfile says, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I think you'll like my channel. Hey, you don't sound arrogant, you just sound like you have self-confidence, which is a very good thing, and I'll try to make my goldfish memory remember to check you out. Um Yeah, Lord Bite Me Man. Hey, I write my own stuff. Yes, you do, and it's really, really good. So good for you. And hey, Scarlet Witch, how you doing? You beautiful. Y'all functioning boots. Of course, I write boobs because I don't know. I don't know if I have a perverted mind or I'm just used to live in a perverted world. But yeah, I keep every time I
I
read
have
something that's not that.
mm,
Hmm. Oh, hey, Killer Orange Cat. Hi, friend. So glad to have you here in the chat. No, you said you were going to sleep, so I'm super honored that you took the time to drop by. Hmm. How's everyone doing in the chat tonight? Fighting the tiredness. Yeah?
Oh, I read that wrong.
What did you word?
I'm gonna need some coffee soon. For some reason.
Oh, give me a few moments and maybe I'll talk with you. Cool, cool. For some strange reason, I feel sick to my stomach. Oh no.
That sucks.
Yeah,
It
that
happens a lot
sucks.
to me.
Oh yeah, same.
That's cool.
Okay, ill and embroiled in drama. Oh, like literally?
Drama.
Or like you're watching drama? Because that would be a lot better. Like, if you're just watching some drama and enjoying it.
I mean, I personally can't do drama
Mm.
at all.
Yeah, it's not the best. Not the best, gotta say.
I have friends who like to do drama all the time, and I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Oh God, yeah, it's exhausting, really. Because come on, oh, like literally, oh God, it was funny. Now it needs to end. Yeah. Oh hey, hello, gentlemen. How are you? How do?
Hey.
How do to you too? Gothic Librarian, what inspired you? Well, I know that it's cliche as fuck, and so I can give you a more like inspiring answer or something, but just listening to other narrators, I really like the concept so much because I like horror, and like I said, I am a shy person and whatnot. So the whole not show your face thing was a big plus for me. And but I was so convinced that with English not being my first language, I could have never made it. So I basically started a channel like as a not even a joke, like as play a play pretend make believe something, just like I'm gonna play narrator for a while until someone stumbles upon it, tells me that I suck and I have to stop, at which point I will say yes, I'm sorry, and I'll stop it. And instead people were like, no, you're good. And I was completely like, what? I am? Are you serious? So yeah, you never know. You really never know. And I discovered that I liked it more and more and more, and so I kept doing it.
Also, like for me personally, I've been trying to do narration for the past 5 years, but I never got around to doing it because of. But I think what inspired me was like Mr. Creepypasta and stuff like that. I think that's like a pretty cliche at this point, but it's true.
Yeah, I guess he's well, not most people, but many people's favorite. As for me, I started with like Corpse Husband, Lazy Masquerade, and Mr. Nightmare. And Yeah, of course. The Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Then
I actually, for me, I started listening to Corpse Husband when I was in the hospital in June, and it had been like less than a week or two, and I already listened to all of his narration, and I was like,
Mhm.
that's it? That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much same happened to me. Like I started with Mr. Nightmare, watched all of his videos. Then I think I switched off to Lazy Masquerade. Then Corpse Husband. Then I think Be Bastan. Then Year Maker. And then Eden.
See,
And I
for me, the main
just
three that like, go ahead.
yes, tell me.
Yeah. For me, like I started listening to narration from like Mr. Creepypasta, Creeps McPasta, and Creepypasta Jr. They were like the main three that I was listening to at first, and then I just got more into narration.
Also, hi, Auntie Creeps. Welcome. Um, Escapism is a good reason. Yeah, absolutely. I love your voice. Thank you so much, Scarlet Witch. You're so sweet. I started 2 Saturdays ago, I think. I really want to be big, but I don't care for the money. Is that weird? Killer Orange Cat. Okay.
Oh,
Like you're
that's not.
asking both of us. I don't know. But no, I don't think it's weird that you want to make it big. I mean it's ambitious. That's good. But just keep in mind that it shouldn't be like your only drive. Like the first reason why you do this, it should be because you like it. Then of course
Yeah,
getting big and having fans and whatnot, that's really nice. And yeah, as much as money goes, as of right now, not even the really big YouTubers make anything, so yeah, that's out of the questions either way. But
yeah,
yeah, if you just want
yeah,
to have a huge buttloads of fans, I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, it could still go good if you're really really good, but to me, I just think that um I just like to do this because I like to do this because I have fun doing this, and everything else is just the perks that comes on. How
definitely.
yeah.
I think if gonna do narration, it should be, or like anything in general, it should be because you want to do it. Like for me personally, I draw a lot. And you know, a lot of people are like, you should become a tattoo artist or you should start selling
Oh.
your like that. But it's like I do it because I want to do it because I'm
Mm-hmm.
passionate about it, not because I want to make a crap ton of money. It shouldn't just be for the money, you know,
Yeah,
although
yeah,
money
of
is nice.
course. Of course. Yeah, well, if then you also get to make money through what you love, then that's great. But first thing
Yeah,
should be because you love doing it. Yeah. Hello, gentleman says, I wish I could upload more. Well, I mean, I don't have a job or a family or anything. So I guess that for me it's a lot easier, and still I don't upload that much. So, Lady Thorn says everything in my social circle made me just ugh. So I gave up on that stuff and changed gears. I was inspired weirdly my Nick Nocturne quite a bit. Okay, well, yeah, it's. I mean, to me, it's not weird at all because I am kind of a nocturnal creature. And guys like Mr. Creepypasta and Creeps McPasta don't impress me. I love Dr. Creepin, Being Scared, Duchess Dark, Killer Orange Cat, and Mr. Nightmare. Well, to each their own, right? I mean, Dr. Creepin is absolutely wonderful. Being Scared is very, very good. Duchess Dark as well. Killer Orange Cat is awesome. Mr. Nightmare is still basically the only narrator that still to this day makes me jump with his jump music, sound effect, and whatnot. And as for Mr. Creepypasta and Creeps McPasta, like I said, well, to each their own. It would be insane to expect everyone to like everyone because that's not how it works. Oh, Micah Kilpatrick donated $5. Thank you so much, Micah. Thank you. Thanks for your contribution in making me the cool mom still with my daughter. I wish I could send more dollar. Keep being awesome. Aw, that is so nice. And no, are you kidding me? This is already so huge. And you know that when you DM me on Twitter and you wrote me that beautiful, inspiring message, I printed it out and hang it on the wall, and it's still there. It's still on the wall behind me because your DM on Twitter was so nice and inspiring. And thank you so much for the support. And holy shit, $5 donation, that's really amazing. Thank you so much. I really can't express how much I appreciate that. It's awesome. Thank you. Going on with the chat, Killer Orange Cat. It is not weird creep. When I did this, I didn't even know you could monetize. Yep, same. I think when I started, monetization wasn't even a thing, but I didn't care about that. Lady Thorn, I don't know who I found first. I think it might have been Lazy Masquerade. Could be. I mean, he's one of the biggest ones, so could very well be. Hello, gentlemen, just subbed you. I will check you out. Cool. I think your maker was my first. You know, funny thing about your maker, actually, when I first heard of him, I wasn't nuts about him. I don't know why, but there was just something in his voice that didn't make me nuts about him. I don't know. So I kept listening to other narrators instead. I really don't know why. It was just a thing. I wasn't crazy about him, but once I finished watching everyone else's videos, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to watch Sharemakers now. And at first it was a bit like, oh well. And then I started to like him more and more and more. And now he's one of my absolute favorites. So to think back at that time, it's really funny because I have no idea why I wasn't so crazy about him, but like he had to grow on me. But now I really love his voice so much.
Oh, yeah, kind of same with me. I didn't even know he was like a horror narrator at first. Like just his like username, I was like, this dude is not a narrator. And then I checked his stuff and I was like, you know what? I like this guy.
Let's see. Then, further inspired by people like Baptism on Fire for my upcoming review and talk about themed videos. I do it because it motivates me to write more and it gets more eyeballs and ears on my stories when I upload them. That's very, very true. And I will always be available to read your stories. Lord bite me, man. Because I like to support writers, and from what little I know about your writing, it's really good. Oh crap, the chat just moved on its own or something. No. Okay, here we were. I listened to everyone, but that list was how I got into narrating. Yeah, of course. Same. By now, I'm subscribed to, I think, at least like 200 channels or something. There is no way that I am updated on everyone. Actually, I'm so fucking far behind. It's ridiculous. You're so welcome, Micah. Thank you again. Seriously, thank you. You're the fucking best. Such nice people, indeed. Killer Orange Cat. That is the sweetest thing I've heard all night. Ah, Killer Orange Cat and Gothic Librarian. What is the best advice to bring more people to your channel? Well, I can already answered you about that, like interact with other narrators, participate in collabs, and so on. And then Auntie Crips says, anyway, was just passing through and wanted to say hi, love you. So nice. Love you too, Auntie. Okay, I'll join up in a minute. Oh, that's nice. Killer Orange Cat will join up. Awesome. I gotta lay back down. Good night. Night, everyone. Good night, Lady Thorn. Thank you for checking out. Everybody hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button.
Right now. Okay. I'm like reading the chat and on the phone.
So back Creep Files. Okay. COAG music. First of all, thank you for all of your amazing music. I know you follow me, so you know how often I make use of your music. It's awesome. And keep up the excellent work on your channel. Have a great Christmas and New Year to you and all your supporters in 2018. Thank you so much, COAG. And yeah, like I said, thank you for the awesome music. And the cock joined us.
My mic's not coming on.
Excuse me?
My mic's not. Hello? Hello?
Yeah? Yes?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Kind of, yeah.
My mic is not seem to work. The light's not coming on.
Weird. The light's not on, but it was working, right? Because she said she.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. The light on my microphone is not coming on, so I thought it wasn't working.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Yes. At first, it sounded like you were underwater.
Oh, yeah. I hooked my microphone up, and the little blue light's not coming on. So I'm just like that. I'm obsessive compulsive. So if I don't see everything perfectly, it messes with my mind. So, but hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I was tired, but I got a second wind, so I thought,
oh, cool.
I would come in and talk. I came into the chat and saw, oh, this looks like it's going good. Maybe I'll want to be a part of it.
Awesome. I'm very, very honored by that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, of course.
I'm shy, so that kind of makes me. When people compliment me, it kind of makes me shy. So.
Aw, that's so cute.
Well, thank you. But as I absolutely love your work too, it also means a lot more. So.
Aw. Yes, it does mean a lot. Yes.
Oh, sorry, I just jumped in and interrupted what you guys were talking about.
Oh, no, really nothing. I was just reading the comments from the chat because I have this bad habit that when I'm on a stream, I just get lost in what we are talking about and I completely forget to check the chat. And that is so rude of me.
I think everybody does that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been talking.
When I follow a stream, usually they often read the comments, but I can like go like half hour without checking the chat at all because I'm just like lost in the topic we're discussing, and then I'm like, oh shit, people are writing in the chat and I'm forgetting about that. Oh my god, I'm being so rude.
I think you're probably fine.
Yeah,
like
let's hope
talking.
so.
I'll like casually forget that other people are listening.
Usually I just fall in the background when everybody else talks. I just end up sitting there just listening.
Yeah.
Congratulations there.
In this house, it's free burp. So, dude, if you can go half an hour talking about a topic, do it. Yeah. This comes from Lord Bite Me Man. And then Anticrypt says, yay, I can go back to my task happy now. Just wish I could stay longer, have fun. Thank you so much, Auntie. Have fun with what you're doing. I don't know if it's something fun, but still, I wish you have fun with that.
There's so much like a goodbye that I would say. I mean, have fun, but unless you're doing something that's not, have fun. Unless you're going to a funeral, then if you go, God, I don't mean to assume that someone died. No, I mean, no. I don't mean. I would go on and on for about 5 minutes.
You know what? Actually, something similar happened in a group chat on Twitter yesterday. So I was saying that it was Synthetic Alien's boyfriend. Yeah, Synthetic Alien's boyfriend. Sure, Synthetic Alien's birthday. He's my boyfriend, so we were celebrating and whatnot. And I sent a picture of the cake that I made him in this group chat, and a girl in there who is a really sweet girl and dear friend, she just casually said, oh, that all looks so cute and so sweet, I'm going to a funeral now. All in the same message.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I felt so bad about laughing, but then she said, well, it's not someone that I really knew. I'm just going with a friend because he promised me that if I would accompany him, then he would take me to eat and I want food and whatnot. So I felt a bit less worse about laughing, but it was just, oh, that is incredibly cute. I'm going to a funeral now. Excuse me.
That's awful.
Wow.
It was so fun because okay then we just went from birthday to funeral. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's the circle of life.
Lord Bite Me Man seems like he wants to have a very fun funeral there. Open bar, people having fun.
Open casket, open bar, open casket.
Always tell my mom if I die before her, just throw my body in the bog.
Well, now you're giving me ideas. Like for when I die, have an open casket, open bar 2-in-1. Like you put a plank of wood on my corpse and you prepare cocktails because, I mean, that's fitting. Come on.
That's pretty awesome.
I think it's pretty weird, but my parents told me that when she dies, you hang her up like a pinata and fill her up with bees so that people have fun at her funeral, but not that much fun.
God. I think
thought
she
it was
won.
really
I think she won. She wins.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well, today someone sent me a picture, which I don't know if it's ironic or a legit something. It looks legit, and by all that I know about the world, it may very well be. It's a vibrator that's empty, so you can fill up to, I don't know, something of ashes from your departed loved one. So then you can use said vibrators to still keep the intimacy even after death.
Oh.
Yeah. I know.
That'd be disturbing.
That's okay then.
I think.
Oh, hey, Carrie Temporary donated $3. Thank you so much, baby doll. I love you too. You are the best. You are my first absolute fan. I know everyone in the community fucking loves you, but I also really, really love you, and you know that. And so glad that you're here. And thank you so much for the donation.
The horror community wouldn't know what to do without Carrie.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's like I've always told her that she's like the PR of the horror community. She absolutely is the PR, because she just advertises for us all. She timestamps. She does everything. She's the official PR, and she's amazing. Guys, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you, Carrie.
You're very sweet too.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And sometimes a little really fun in some of the things she tweets and posts too.
Yes, absolutely.
Can be very
Absolutely, her fuck, why can't I English tonight? Her sense of humor, that is it. Her sense of humor is just beautiful. Like dead on, spot on. While my puns are so cringeworthy.
Mine is just kind of mean, so I try. I do it. I advertise it on Twitter.
Yes, same.
Yes.
My sense of humor consists of like sarcasm, being a mean person, and just really dark.
I think I really like your sense of humor, because I also like really dark. I like dark humor and nonsense humor.
I agree.
I don't know. I say stuff to be like funny, but people take it the wrong way, and instead of laughing, they get concerned.
Oh,
and I mean,
well, when people don't
good.
get, yeah, it's still good. I mean, when people don't get my jokes, they don't get concerned as much as they get like offended or something, because they think that I legit insulted them or something. So
no,
yeah,
I tried to be funny. I want to say sophomore year when I was in high school, and somebody came in and I was like slouched over on the desk, and somebody was like, "Is she dead?" And I turned around and I looked at him and I went, "Only on the inside." And I thought it was funny, but everybody else was looking at me like.
Well, that's very often what happens to me. Like I say something and to me it's hilarious. I'm laughing, pissing myself, and everyone else is just staring at me with a concerned, confused look, like, is she okay? And I'm laughing at my own joke. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had the same sort of stuff in high school. Maybe mine was slightly darker or something like that. When my first week at a new high school, and someone was asking me if I wanted to. I wasn't interested in whatever they wanted me to do, and I'm like, no, I got to go home and sacrifice a goat. And of course, I thought that was hilarious. I was the only one who thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I had to buy a BB gun for somebody last year, and I was at can't remember the place, but they were like,
You find everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, my day's kind of been going for long.
Mhm.
And I was referring to something else, but they just saw the fact that I was buying a gun. And they were like, and I was like, well, that's not what I meant, but okay.
Beautiful.
So you gotta admit, though, sometimes it's fun when you're the only one who gets your joke.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun.
That's always the question, though. Are you so smart that no one else gets your joke, or is it just because it's so fucking dumb? That's always the question.
I don't even do anything most time. People just take it the wrong way, and it's like, that's on you, man. Like, I didn't do anything.
Oh yes, that's actually something funny. Like when I make a joke on purpose. So like I said, most people are just like awkward and confused and whatnot. But when I am just talking about something, like not cracking up jokes, very often people tell me like, oh my god, you're so hilarious the way you describe things. So I guess I'm only funny when I'm not trying to be. But
Yeah.
hey, it's still better than never being funny. So but especially when I'm pissed off at something, apparently the way I describe things when I'm pissed off at something or someone makes people really laugh. And I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing? I'm fucking mad as shit here.
And when I pissed off, I have a straight face. And so sometimes I'll say something that's insulting. So I'll be like, you bitch, but I'll have a straight face when I say it. And people just find it hilarious. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? I am mad.
And here I go laughing at that. Shame on me.
Oh, well.
I agree. She is awesome.
Yeah.
She always these great
Yes,
comments.
she is.
Always these great comments on my videos.
Ooh. Hey guys, did you watch Stranger Things?
I don't, but
yes.
the other two people in my house do and talk about it all the time.
I didn't watch it for a long time because everyone was talking about it, to the point that it made me not want to watch it, because I was like, ugh, everyone's talking about it. No.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't want to see it, right?
Yeah, kind of. They really made me want to not watch it. And also, last time that I took advice from like mass of people was, I think, Breaking Bad, which it's good, but everyone says like it's the best TV show ever, and I really don't see it. Then again, it's not my taste. So it's good, it's very well made and everything, but it's very far away from being the best TV show ever. but I finally gave into curiosity and binge watched the first season last week, and I absolutely loved it. Now I don't know, at episode 3 or 4 of the second season, and it's really, really good. So
The thing about me and mainstream is, if everyone is talking about it, I'm not going to watch it. Like, I'm the kind of person who stays away from things that are mainstream. I don't listen.
Yeah, because
I don't listen to
really, I mean, it's not a choice that I make, because if I say, okay, everyone likes this, so I'm not going to watch it or wear it if it's a clothing or whatnot, I'm still a fashion victim, just in reverse, because still what people think about stuff is still affecting me, just in an opposite way. And instead, I just don't want to give a fuck about what people think. But I gotta say that hearing about something over and over and over again, it really makes me like lose interest in it, because I'm like, oh, enough, they're still talking about that. So yeah.
I just have this thing where, like, everybody else likes it, I stay away from it because I don't want to be like everybody else. So you have me, and I'm antisocial as hell. I listen to heavy metal and stuff like that, and everyone looks at me like I'm Satan 95% of the time.
Oh yeah, you should have seen as me and Sint go on the bus last night when we went out to dinner. Fucking everyone on the bus turned around to look at us, like with one eyebrow raised, and I called that level achieved, got AF. When everyone turns around just to look at us in a what the fuck are these idiots wearing, then that's when you unlock the level got AF.
Well, actually, back when I was in high school, I had this was like for cosplay reasons only, but my friend made me wear black lipstick throughout school. And I like things that are black, so of course, I wore it, but everyone, and I mean everyone, was like, "Are you goth? Are you emo?" And it's like, I thought it was obvious.
Yeah,
they were saying it.
Fucking emos. The next person that's gonna come up to me and tell me, "Oh, you're emo." No, I'm goth. Oh, what's the difference? I'm going to fucking throw them down the stairs. Come on!
Like everyone's just there, like everyone else is just like, oh, what's the difference between goth and emo? A goth will punch you in the face. An emo will run off and be scared.
Yeah,
there you
exactly,
go.
Exactly. A goth will kick you in the ribs with the new rock, and an emo will go hide in the corner and cut his arm with a candy-made razor blade, because they don't really cut themselves, and then put some ketchup on it, and then take an Instagram of it and say, the world is hurting me so much.
No, I have to feel a little bit bad because I do find emo to a degree, but I think it's because they're so pathetic. There's some patheticness into it, and I'm kind of attracted to. I'm attracted to that, So I kind of see it. I'm like, oh, that's so adorable.
Like the style.
Of course,
it's like I'm a black belt in karate. I'll protect you.
It's
I'll
like
protect
the
you. You don't have to run away.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
It's like the Bambi syndrome. Yeah,
yes.
you find them cute because you feel so bad for them. Yeah. Yeah. But still, I mean, fucking come on, at least make up your own style, not pick a little bit from this, a little bit from that, a little bit from punk, a little bit from dark, a little bit from goth. Come on!
See, when I was in high school, I was a click jumper. So I wasn't any certain thing. I was able to be with everybody. I was a click jumper. So I could hang out with the jocks. I could hang out with the punks. I could hang out with the goth. Everybody kind of accepted me. So I just kind of went between everybody. It was kind of fun though.
Damn.
There wasn't a whole lot of people. Not a whole lot of people can do that.
Yeah, me not for sure.
I stayed clear of it. I didn't start talking to anybody until like my senior year, but that was because I was like through high school. Like just avoid drama.
I felt that way a lot too.
Just
Yeah.
get on with yourself. And
but if,
like everyone started like.
I mean, how I got through it, and because I mean, I really didn't like it, but I mean, when I went to college, I absolutely adored that, as most people probably know who know anything about me. I'm sort of a nerd when it comes to that, but high school, I absolutely hated. It was nothing more than just something I had to do during the day. Which is probably why I floated between so many people, and didn't really fit into any real group.
So, still, you were a nerd, but you also clicked in with the jocks? Holy shit.
Well, the thing is, I had sort of I didn't really have any sort of like style. Jeans, t-shirt, that was me. But so I was able to kind of like flow between everybody. Now, the people I liked the most were the punks. But since I didn't look like a punk, I could hang out with the jocks or the popular crowd because I didn't really look like I belonged to any group. So and that was sort of popular too. But I preferred to hang out with the punks. They were the best for me. But my personality was like them, but I didn't look like them. I was not willing to do anything with my hair or wear that kind of clothes. But I kind of acted like them, but I looked like part of the popular crowd, jocks and stuff. Because I was very much in shape and somewhat athletic, so. I'm talking about myself when I'm talking.
Yeah. Also, okay, from the chat, Scarlet Witch said, I'm all caught up. I dressed as Mad Max for Halloween. That's cool. Meow. Hello there, everyone. Hello, Meow. Hi, Sir Creep. Cool Cat is here. Hey, thought I would pop by to say hello and see how your stream is going. I just said something joke when he said I like things that are black. I've never seen Titanic for that reason, amongst others. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you, Scarlet Witch. Also, hi, Cat. Yeah, welcome.
Hi, Drusilla. Drusilla jumped up into my lap.
Oh,
she's my black cat. She's like, I want to be part of the stream.
Scratch her behind their ears.
Oh yeah, I am. You might hear her. She's very talkative. Yeah. But she's even though the orange. Oh, why's that?
Oh, I don't
my parents didn't want.
He knew too much.
Yeah, I think. No, I had to go to work one day, and I came back, and he wasn't here, and my parents got. Are you serious? That was my cat.
Oh no!
I was pissed.
Anybody would touch Drusilla or Ichigo, they would lose precious body parts, and the most precious body parts.
My parent was like, every now and then she'll be like, bitch, you gave him away. I'm like, I have every reason to be upset. You don't.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Wow. I never had a pet when I lived at home, only afterwards, so I guess I never had to worry about that.
Well, no, it wasn't even like I don't live with my parent. I moved out a while ago. But I was like, I let her, because I had to go to Wisconsin for a couple of weeks, so I let her watch over my cat, and she just got rid of him. And I'm like, what the?
Oh.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm never trusting you with anything ever again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like, you had one job.
One job.
You had
Watch the
one
cat.
job.
And watching a cat's really not even that hard.
No, like, he just sleeps on everything all the time.
They sleep for about 18 hours a day, and
Yeah.
other than that, they kind of sit around and look at you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they sleep, they eat, they poop, they watch you, they
Meow a
stare
bit.
at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
My kitty almost never meows. It's freaky.
Oh,
She
oh, there's
almost never
Mm.
meows.
Ichigo, the orange cat. He meows when he occasionally, like if I'm giving him fresh water and I'm holding the bowl, he'll meow. He's not a big meower, but Drusilla, the black cat, she sometimes just will not shut up. I'm
No,
surprised she's been in
my
my lap
cat.
for 5 minutes now and she hasn't said a word yet. Hey, Drew.
My cat used to do this. My cat used to do this thing where, like, whenever he was hungry, if you ever went into the kitchen, he would start meowing at you. So I would pick up his like bowl and then put cat food in it, and I would barely like not even have it down. You'd like try to knock it out of my hands and like eat. I'm like, dude, you ate like 20 minutes ago. You still hungry?
Yeah, that's why my cat is the only one in the house who eats at the table or on the table, basically. Because we all eat like on the couch, in beds, and whatnot. Don't give a fuck about the table. And when my cat is being fed and we put her food in the bowl, and we do so on the table, she is so impatient that she just jumps on the table and starts eating right there. So we're like, okay, then have at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's the only one in the family who actually eats at the table, on the table. Still, so we have
My
a
cat used to sit
six
on the
chairs
table.
table for a cat.
Sleep. Now he used to sleep on the table. He would never get off the table, and it was like, why are you here?
No, she doesn't sleep on the table. I guess it's too hard. But on the chair, on the of course on the couch, on the back of the couch. Now that they put up the Christmas tree under the Christmas tree, luckily she's not one of those cats who likes to destroy the Christmas tree or climb it or whatever. She just
Try to eat
likes
it.
to. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, as
Yeah.
of lately, not so much. But at first, yeah, she really liked to chew on that. Now she just likes to just sit underneath it, because so she has a piece of furniture on one side, the tree on the other, the wall behind her, floor beneath her, and the tree above her. So she likes having these confined spaces, not like a box. She doesn't like boxes because I don't think she likes being vulnerable on the upside. Just in front of her, it's okay. If it's open in front of her, it's okay. But every other side has to be really, really close, so she feels protected there. Yep, she's weird. Well, of course, she's my cat. Of course, she would be weird.
Well, it's like in my picture here. You see my picture with the cat inside the door with the closed, the cage there. It's a potato bin, and whenever we open it, he jumps inside it. And this time he just made the mistake because it's got a spring in it. He's got a spring in it, so he jumped inside it, and the spring leased, and it closed up on him. I'm like, I'm taking a picture of that, and then I let him out, of course. But yeah, he
My
always
cat,
jumps in it.
we have this, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like something that holds TVs, like stands bigger.
Yeah.
And there was like this at the top, at the very top. that you can put your stuff on. It was almost like a shelf. And one time I couldn't find him, and I was looking all over the place for him. I thought he got out of the apartment or something. I have this thing where you can it's like a punching bag. You can do boxing, but it's on the floor, and you have to fill it up with water. He got into that little space.
Beautiful.
It's so weird. He was looking at me like, I'm up here. You can't reach me now.
Beautiful, beautiful. I've seen an entire video of people cat-proofing their house from cats. They glued the trees on the ceiling and stuff like that. Yeah, or they would cut all of the lower branches.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that much
Creeps on his way out.
My cat used to scratch everything. It didn't matter where it was.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they can get to the very, very high ones. That's why they only left those. And they had 3 balls. Balls.
Yes. Good typo there.
If I'm making too much noise, it's because I'm progressively making coffee. So that is the noises.
I didn't hear anything until now. Now that you mentioned it, I hear it.
Right.
It's always the way.
Fuck, I forget once more to read the chat. Why? Why am I so...
It happens.
But to me, it happens every time. I have the span of attention of a goldfish. I get lost in the conversation and I forget that people are actually writing stuff in the chat. Nice. So nice of me. Anyway, all my cats are curled up and sleeping right now. That is so nice. My mom got rid of my cat in high school because her boyfriend was allergic. Oh no! I've never forgiven her to this day. Yeah, I bet, because come on, you can really develop a very strong bond with the pet, and just giving it up like that, come on. Oh,
I agree.
So because here's the thing. Your cat is, if your cat has been there longer than the other person, you're not getting rid of your cat. You're probably just going to have to get rid of the other person.
Yeah, she said I'd had her since I was 3. So, come on. That really sucks. I'm so sorry, Scarlet Witch. How did
Yeah.
I have to go, guys. Okay. By Cryptwise. Hi, Pink Spooky. By Crypt, thank you. Hi, Pink. Oh, cock, you said. By Crypt. Yeah, cock. Hi, Pink. By Creep. Hi, Mia. Coffee there. Coffee. Okay. So, okay. I feel better. I didn't miss out on so much. Just general greetings. Good.
A ferret on meth. Wow, that would be
the attention. Yeah, I was reading that too. I have the attention span of a ferret on meth. I have no idea what a ferret on meth looks like, but I would like to watch it. Wow. Isn't? No, I don't know. Aren't you supposed to be super hype when you're on meth? So maybe you do even more things?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Weird, yeah.
I don't know. I thought all the meth and cocaine and all of those make you like hyper focused, so you actually have an amazing attention span and whatnot. But I really don't know shit about drugs, so what do I know?
I think it's like I think drugs have the same effect on you on like being drunk almost, because you know you can be a happy drunk, you can also be a very sad drunk.
Yeah.
Like you can be high, but you can also be sad high. I think that's the way I look at it.
Oh, I see. I see. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I know about a lot of them because I deal with it a whole lot because with people because I work with what I do for a living other than this is I work with suicide survivors, and so I hear a whole lot about the way that drugs affect people. But interesting enough, I don't hear much about meth, so I don't really know like anything about it at all. I can think I think I've ever I can't think I've ever talked to one person or one who's told me about it. It's weird.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. What what drugs Killer One Cat doesn't know about.
How about LSD?
Oh, I definitely know about that. My brother was pretty big on that when we were teenagers. So I got to hear all sorts of very interesting stories from him. So, and every now and then he even says it to me now. It's like, I was told, and I don't know if this is true or not. If it's your mind, your imagination that create things, but my mom has always said, and I used to write all these really violent and disturbed horror stories when I was a teenager, and my mom always said, "You better never ever take that because the stuff your mind's going to create is just nothing that anybody should ever have to deal with." So if the hallucinations she would think that I would see would be just that overpowering, that frightening. Now I don't know if it works that way or not, but if it does, I probably don't want to see it. Whatever my mind would come up with.
You know what? Funny story, actually. When I was in, I don't know, I think first year of high school, and they gave us a pamphlet about all the drugs effect and so why we weren't supposed to take them. And when I got to read about LSD, it said basically no one actually dies from just the consumption of LSD because it's not a harmful drug to your system, but the majority of people who die after taking LSD die because they think they can fly, and so they jump off the roof of a building. And that sounded so fascinating to me that I know they were trying to make us stay away from drugs, but actually ever since I read that, I was like, I want to fucking try that. So they didn't do a good job.
Basically, LSD kind of.
I mean,
I know somebody.
Of course, if I'll ever get to take LSD, I will like need 4 strong sober men in the room with me so they can hold me down if I want to jump from the window or something. But still, I remember reading the description and being like, wow, seriously, a drug can fuck you up so much? That is so cool. I want to try it now. So yeah, great pamphlet. Great pamphlet to stay off drugs.
When I was in college, I mean I have really severe obsessive compulsive disorder, and I have a certain kind of insomnia where I can fall asleep, but I wake up like 20 times during the night. So my psychiatrist
I know that one.
My psychiatrist prescribed Ambien, and the stuff that I did while I was on Ambien Oh Lord, I went to class. I guess I took Ambien because I couldn't sleep, and I got up and I slept walked to the liquor store and I bought a bottle of vodka, and then I went to class with the bottle of vodka. And I was asleep. I have
Wow.
no memory of this, and I sat in class drinking a bottle of vodka. And then the next time I went to class, like, no, you got to go speak to the judicial committee. It's like, what the hell? What? Why? Because you were drinking vodka in class. Like, I would never do that. So I had to go there. My psychiatrist had to write them a letter and said, no,
Holy shit.
you can't punish him for that. You just can't legally. It's a medical thing. So
Yeah.
they had to write it all off. I didn't get in trouble for it because of that. But I mean, that's not all I did. I mean, I would do stuff like, um, God, I went. I was on it. I took it once, and I guess I got up and I went to my sister, and I said, let's go get some sushi. And not only that, but because I speak Japanese and I have Japanese clothes and stuff. I put on a pair of Japanese gaita sandals, the wooden sandals, and went to the sushi restaurant wearing those with her, and embarrassed the
Wow.
hell out of her. I have no memory of this at all. But on Ambien, some of the things that I do remember seeing is I remember seeing little girls dancing around a maypole in my bedroom. And then I was in bed once. I couldn't sleep after I took the Ambien, and these hands were coming out from under the bed trying to grab me and pull me under the bed. Just yeah, so the Ambien had given me such severe hallucinations, and uh, I actually legally can't even take it now because my doctor put it into my medical records. You can't take Ambien ever again. So because the way it affected me was purely bad. I actually even drove once with it. Again, no memory of this at all. Thank God I didn't get in trouble or anything or didn't hurt anybody. But I personally believe Ambien's a completely dangerous drug that uh, I never want to go anywhere near again.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
thought my old sleeping pills were bad because, like, I would act a little bit crazy. Like, anyone who would see me, hear from me, if they didn't know that I was on sleeping pills, they would straight out think that I was drunk as fuck. And then thankfully I switched to some that don't make me so fucking crazy, but still that's a total another level. That's totally another level. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I've heard
Yeah.
people have had a lot worse than I had with that. Actually, I've
Damn.
read a lot of really bizarre stories,
Yeah.
and I mean, if I'm not mistaken, when Heath Ledger died, that was one of the things that he was doing was taking Ambien over and over and over again.
Hmm.
Yeah. For me, I have like that I've been taking since I was a kid for like medical reasons. So since I've gotten older, they've increased the amount, like the dosage that I take.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time that I take it, I don't take it like all the time. I just take it when like I'm in pain or whatever. And every single time that I take it, I go from like being completely normal to just like spaced out silent within a matter of minutes. And I do the weirdest shit. And like my mom and everyone else is like trying to convince her the doctor, well, this dose is making her do stuff like this, and they're like, oh, it shouldn't affect her this way, and it's like, well, it's affecting me. I don't remember anything. And I don't know, for me, medications just dole me out completely. They like zombify me no matter what I'm taking.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, hello, Jason, or Crazy Ralph the 15th. And is that still your, wait, what was it? Margarita maker? No. Vacuum cleaner? No. I remember something, but Yeah, goldfish memory, what I was talking about. Also, like I said, it's night, so yeah, even though they're a lot lighter, sleeping pills still do affect my short-time memory, so... And I think we lost her. She got chopped off into the blender or something. Oh no.
Blender.
Wow.
So, what are you all doing for Christmas? Going places?
I'm going to be going down to San Antonio for a couple of weeks to see family.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Are you gonna bring a Ouija board with you?
I don't like. So I'm gonna go see my sibling and my father, and I haven't seen them in months. So this is like the first time that I'm gonna be down there to see them specifically, and not like my grandparents or anything. And this is like the first time that I was my other grandparents, so not from my mother's side.
I'm trying not to be the psychologist and be like, okay, so how does that make you feel? Sorry, because I am. I'm a psychologist, so that's my immediate go-to. It's like, oh, really? Now I'm interested in asking you deeper questions. I'm finding out exactly what's going through your mind, but I won't do that because you're not a client. So, but it's so weird how I live everything. I live everything through my job like that. So.
Yeah. I think the most of the times I've heard about San Antonio was because people went to the desert town with the Ouija board and did crazy shit things there. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, no, I don't do the Ouija.
Oh,
People
nah.
like I've had.
My friends try to convince me to do that, and like I am far too into creepypasta to know why this is a bad idea.
I do it, but mostly to show people that it doesn't do anything. I'm the skeptic, so I'm like the skeptic in our community, full of, surrounded by everybody else who isn't. But
yeah,
it gets to be a bit of a pickle sometimes.
of course, course.
Because I'm the skeptic that doesn't go around saying to you read a bunch of ghost stories and stuff that people tell you are true, or people send me ghost stories and stuff, and I'll read them, and I won't be like, oh, these people are liars. I read the story because I take what people tell me at face value. I mean, I might not believe in it, or I might believe that it was something else. Maybe they saw something as a ghost. Maybe it was a hallucination. Maybe it was a trick of the light. Something like that. But I won't even say that. I'll still go ahead and read it because I try to respect everybody for what they believe.
Yeah, of course. We, as of right now, we have no definite answer. So, I mean, who doesn't believe, even if they see something, they can easily dismiss it as something else because they have a lot of explanation. While the ones who do believe, even if they see something that is not a ghost at all, they kind of see a ghost in it because they believe. And like you said, it's not that they're lying or anything, but because their mind is set to believe that they see something like that, then that's what they think they see, and
Exactly.
who knows in the end what's the actual truth.
However, I'll be the very first person if I see a video on YouTube where someone claims to see a ghost and I know they're faking it. I will be the very first person to not only call them out, but explain exactly how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
That gets to me because there's because people who do that, who make these fake videos, of which there's so many of them, they make the people who feel that they've actually had real experiences look bad because yeah, and I hate when they do that. I really hate that. That's insensitive and rude.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe they're just looking for attention and they make up stuff while other people have gone through real stuff, whether they were real ghost encounters or they were just like that in their own heads because they wanted to believe it still. They went through it, so that's not cool to just say, yeah, me too, and like blatantly lie about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
also, like, I don't believe 100% because there aren't proof enough. But depending on the subject, like there is nothing that I say there is no way that this can be true because what do we know? I mean, like 100 years ago, how many things were there that we didn't know? So are we really that arrogant to think that right now we live in the time when we have absolutely discovered everything? No, that's insane to think. So of course, I am aware that there are a lot of things that we have no idea and we don't know and whatnot, but that doesn't also make it so that everything that people speculate about is true. But still, it makes me keep my mind open about everything. So if someone presents proofs that are like good enough to be beyond reasonable doubt, then yeah, I have my mind open to accept everything because, of course, like you said, what do we know about stuff? We don't know anything. Just look at the whole history of humanity. We never knew something that we would then discover in the future. And in 100 years from now, people will make so much fun about us, thinking, oh, do you remember when people used to think this and that? So, of course, we don't have all the answers. But so that doesn't justify not believing in anything at all and making fun of people, but also not to just believe in everything and just say, yeah, of course, everything is real. But with that said, there are things that I'm more open-minded about regarding others because there are maybe like more quote-unquote evidences and proofs and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
yes.
I mean, like, I'm not a skeptic or a believer. It's just I'm right in the middle. Because it's either or it is a. God.
See, I always say this. Sorry, go ahead. Thanks for breaking.
No, go ahead. That was just talking about.
Oh, sorry. I felt like I was interrupting you. I apologize.
That's all right.
But a skeptic should be in the middle, because a skeptic should look at proof, and that's what I say is that a skeptic should be open to something and but willing to only believe it when there is proof. People think that skeptic means, oh, I automatically don't believe anything. I'm out to prove you wrong, but that's more of like a cynic. A
Yeah,
skeptic should,
exactly.
a real skeptic should be open to something existing as long as there is evidence for it, not just out to prove everything is wrong.
Yeah,
And so
people
that's
think that a skeptic won't believe it unless you have like absolute proofs that cannot be explained in any other ways. But that's not really it.
exactly. It's and see that's why when I look at a video that someone says, "Ooh, this ghost thing has happened to me," it's not that I'm out to prove them wrong. It's out to say, okay, you're trying. This is what you offer as proof, and I can only believe it if there's proof. This isn't proof, so I
Hmm.
don't believe. So I don't believe you, and that's the way that I go, and that's why I try not to discount people who tell me their stories because I have no way to falsify their stories. So I take it at face value because I respect people.
Yeah, yeah. I think even if I 100% believed in, I don't know, either ghosts or aliens or something, and I had a story, I would still put everything as allegedly, theoretically, in my opinion, etc., because I wouldn't think, oh yeah, I absolutely have the answers to everything.
Right. Because, you don't have the answers to everything.
Exactly, exactly. We don't.
I know a lot of physicists like to say that we're really close, and I'm not a physicist, but I don't really think that's true.
No.
Well, I don't know too much about this, but I'm pretty sure that, like, throughout the whole, um, like, at any point in history, the human being was like, yeah, we're pretty close to knowing everything that there is to know. And they were so far off. So I think it's something that comes natural to us to believe that now we have the absolute knowledge, but we don't. We so don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, when people say, well, there's no way that any of that is real because there are no proofs and whatnot, and we have all of the best equipment in the world and we still can't prove or disprove that, then it has to be fake and whatnot. Like, seriously, are you that arrogant that you really think that what you have right now is the best that humankind will ever come up with? Like, after this generation, human will just go to shit and revert back into apes and everything. Do you really think that you were so lucky to be born in the peak of humanity? That's really egocentrical.
Yeah. True. And again, there are people who think that they know everything.
Oh God!
It's
Oh
like,
God!
well, that's where you.
Oh God!
That's where you're
Yes.
wrong, kiddo.
Mm-hmm.
Way too many of those. Way too many.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Like, my senior year of high school, there were a bunch of freshmen who acted like they were the shit and they knew everything, and I was like, give it a couple of days. You know nothing.
One of my favorite movies, it's Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman, about a guy named Joe Clark who was a principal of a high school in New Jersey. The reason it's important to me is because that Joe Clark is a real man, and he was the guy who I talked to actually and convinced me to go to college and really changed my life. But one of the quotes that he had said, I always think is really great. He's like, you know what the problem is with teenagers? You don't know shit, but you think you know twice as much as people who've already been what who've already gone through what you're going through right now. And I always liked that because when I was a teenager, I was like that. I did think I knew everything. And then as I got older, I'm like, I didn't know shit. And it's true. I really didn't.
It's really true. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
I didn't have the attitude as a kid or a teenager where I was like, oh yeah, no, I know everything or stuff like that. I mean, if there was something I didn't know, I was willing to learn it. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I already know how to do this.
Oh yeah, that's also something really, really major nowadays because there's so few people who are actually willing to say, okay, I don't know, I was wrong. Tell me how it is. I want to learn it. Tell me. No, it's like that's the worst shame ever. So no, even if they don't know something, they will keep making their point even if it makes no sense and everyone's laughing at them. But no, they'd rather have that before than giving it up and saying, okay, I don't know it, okay, I'm ignorant. Because come on, we're not born with knowledge, so it's normal to be ignorant about some things. Just fucking shut up and learn it. But it's like it offends them somehow. How? Like, it's so stupid.
I gotta say here, I got in the chat. I gotta be really happy here. Crazy Ralph the 13th. They used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman. That's also a line. A line from Lean on Me, the movie I was just talking about.
I love that. I had a comment on that. That was funny.
Sorry, I had to mention that.
Yeah, you did good because, as always, I fucking forget to check the chat. What the hell is wrong with me?
I told you nothing. Everybody forgets to check the chat. Everybody does it.
You know, for a good, I was in the kitchen and my phone has been here, so I haven't been reading the chat at all. I'm just on my other phone talking with you guys.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm like rereading all the comments on here. So I don't know where I left off, but
when I did my one and only stream, I had to have somebody reading the comments to me. I had to do it with somebody because I couldn't look at them, so don't feel bad. Then the stream cut out. My internet went out, and I was embarrassed, and I've never streamed again.
Oh no! Come on, you gotta stream again.
This is actually first time streaming, so yeah.
Oh really?
Yay!
Well, I could say you don't seem like you're a first time streamer, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't.
My first time being on someone's stream, I sat in the background and the stream went on for 3 hours, and they kept on saying, "Oh, Killer and Cat's never going to talk to us again. He's never going to talk to us again. He must hate what we're saying." It's like, no, I was just shy, and it's like, you know, it's so much different talking live than in recording videos. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was saying at the
100%.
very beginning, because well, recording and then putting it out, if I fuck up and make a fool of myself, I can just cut it out and no one hears that. But on a stream, on a phone call, on a Skype call, anything, talking live, if I like completely fuck up or say something moronic that I wish I could take back and whatnot, I can't. So I have so much pressure on me, which is why if I do stream the rare times I do stream, I need people there with me, because if I am on my own, I feel like this little kid on a huge stage with a bright light pointed at their head, sweating out of their ass. And I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do now?
Thing I like to keep in mind is it's like, all right, so you can't see me and I can't see you. I'm just gonna talk. That's what makes it better, is that no one can see you. They can only hear your voice. So if you say something, or you could just move past it. But there are some people who do say stuff that they can't take back at all, and they meant to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I chose the right moment to look at the chat.
I'm just being silly.
Oh, I love that. I love everyone who's silly, because yeah, come on, laughing is the best medicine in the world. So
my cats are all named after TV characters.
Oh.
Well, technically all the cats are actually belong to my sister. Although, the black one, Drusilla, has acclimated to me, so she's mine. But they're really my sister's cats, and she's named them all. They're all named after TV characters.
Okay.
My cat was named after a Transformer.
After Transformer? That's great.
Yeah, I named him Maximus. I named him Maximus. Do that because I kept calling him Max, and so when he would irritate me, I'd be like, Maximus, and they were like, "Did you seriously name your cat after a Transformer?" I'm like, "Shut up." Like, okay, yeah, but it's like naming a cat is severely different from naming a kid.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
You can call him whatever fucked up name you want, because it's not like other kitties will make fun of them in kinder kitties.
But doesn't it seem like a lot of people nowadays name their kids as easy as they would name animals?
Absolutely.
I mean, some of the names people come up with.
Yep.
Like
even easier than an animal.
It'll be like they're trying to pronounce the name would be like Jennifer or something, but the way that they would spell it is completely different from the way you would originally spell that.
Yeah, because they want to be different.
It's like, I want to be unique. It's like name and why you're named that should be unique. It shouldn't be spelled uniquely, quote unquote.
Okay, I'm gonna have a kid and name him uniquely. Or just unique. So I can say, oh, my kid is unique. Oh, nice. What's his name? It's unique. Okay, what is it? It's unique.
That could work.
I have a friend named Faith, and I swear to God, you never hear the end of the puns of that name. It's like, just have faith in me, and it's like,
oh my God.
Oh no, come on.
Or like I'll have a friend named Hope, and everyone's just they're like, I'm hopeful, and it's like, dude, really?
Oh, come on.
Why would you say that? I feel so bad for those people.
Yeah, you can't really do much with Jacob. Hi. Jacob.
Well, in Italian there are a lot of curse words that involve my name because but you know how Italians are with religion, and since I grew up there and I still live close to Italy, I know a lot about them, and they're really nuts with religion, so they like to curse all the quote unquote bad people from the Bible. So yeah, like okay, yeah, I'm just gonna say it, like my name is Eva, and so they have like a lot of fucking Eva and Eva bitch and whatnot, and then maybe they're so used to say that all the time as a recurrent just like imprecation, and then when they realize that I'm around, they turn to me and mortified, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean you. And it's funny because I mean, after all this time I'm so used to it, so I just laugh and I say, oh yeah, never mind. But it's still fun to see their like terror in their eyes when they realize, oh my god, what did I just say?
I have this, like, not common, but somewhat common name. And when I was in, I want to say, middle school, I had a class with somebody in, like, who had the same name as me. And so would be like, we'll say her name's Sarah. They're like, fucking Sarah. And then I'd be like, what did I do? And it was like, and they're like, oh shit, no, not you. And I was like, the other one. I was like, but now I'm offended.
Beautiful. What did I do? Nothing.
There was this guy who actually had a crush on that girl with the same name as me, and he was like, I would fuck her. And I was like, excuse you, bitch.
It's beautiful.
And he was like, why are you, oh, you have the same name? And I was like, this is weird. Get away from me.
I wish I had an interesting story like that, but I don't.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm starting to be really sleepy and tired. It's 1:40 a.m.
It's only currently 6.
Yeah.
I swear this Bluetooth is taking forever. You know how I started sending the Bluetooth to my other phone? Since we started the stream, it's only at 63%. So
Wow.
this is gonna take a while. Hopefully I can get it up by tonight.
Get it up.
But if not, the video for
yeah, I know. I was just being childish.
Get it up there. Yeah.
My.
Oh Lord.
So bedtime?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, at least for us Europeans. I really like your laugh. I gotta say that every time I hear your laugh, I laugh too because it's contagious.
Yeah.
Mine or hers?
Which one?
Yours, Killer.
Which one?
Yours,
I feel like I have
yours, cock. Yours, cock.
Oh my God! I swear to God, when I came up with the name, I didn't think about that, and I'll never live that down.
Which is even more beautiful.
Yes, it was an interesting accident.
No, The mistake that I made is putting madam in front of my name. So every single time that somebody says madam, no matter like who it is, it's just like, shit, you know who I am? And it's like, oh wait, not me. It's somebody else. Thank God. You don't know me. It's terrifying.
Oh no, come on. Why?
It's like, you're not supposed to know my face.
Anyway, so Madame et Monsieur, you said you're going to upload something new on your channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I am.
Wow, I remembered something. Yay. Okay, so everyone who's still listening, subscribe to Madame Black Rose, and because something's new coming up on her channel.
It's my first video.
I don't think I'd have to say to subscribe to Clear Orange Cat, because if you know me, you know him. That's like for sure. But
I'm very nervous.
So,
oh, thank you.
Well, of
it's
course.
It's my first video, so there's a bunch of screw ups. I can't say decade correctly in the video, so I say it like 3 times, and I was like, you know what? Whatever.
I understand. I can't say rural.
Yes, sometimes I do that too. Like after 7 or 8 times that I try the same line, if I still fuck it up, I just leave it as it is and pray that no one will notice, because that I can't. I just can't. I either leave it as it is or I'll throw the computer out of the balcony. So between the two, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised I even got through that narration, because like my neighbors are rather noisy and stuff, so I was like afraid I had to keep like doing it over and over again. Plus I didn't have my headset on, so it's like without headphones it's just quiet, and it's just me fucking up repeatedly.
I'm sure it'd be good.
But I hope hopefully it's not that bad. But I do want to say though that before I get oh, you didn't put credit for the author or whatever. I got that story off of Creepypasta Wiki, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
because I don't know if people are going to listen anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hear that, and
I'll listen to it too.
Yay! And I have so many videos to catch up on, like it's ridiculous. I've been, like I said, I've been watching Stranger Things as of lately, so I've watched even less narrations. So I don't know, even if everyone stopped uploading for a month straight, I don't think I would be able to catch up with everyone. It's insane.
Now, when you start doing the videos, it's hard to keep up with everybody else.
Yeah,
it's been very difficult, and I really want to.
That's really ironic. Like, I used to listen to narrators so much. I liked it a lot. I started doing it myself. Now that I'm doing it myself, I don't have time to listen to others anymore. Awesome! Yay!
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've like tried to take inspiration from people who are like barely starting off. So like Fancy Pasta, for example, he just started off like a while ago, and now he's like getting bigger, and I'm like, yeah. But his voice sounds so like professional. You would have never like guessed that he just started off a while ago.
Cool. Yeah, there are a lot of talented people who just started off, or that started off long ago, but still they're kind of not known, which is it bugs me so much because they deserve so much more attention. And like really, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like telling people, why you not subscribe? With that mean face.
I'm still like trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to like add music in the background and stuff like that, because I told Mayuji that I was going to include his music also, and I was like, I don't know how to do this yet. Like, I don't know if I should.
I know.
You go ahead.
Well, I know most people use Audacity to put everything together.
Yeah, I've tried for a couple of months to like figure out how it works, but I have no clue what I'm doing when I'm on it.
I've tried once to add music in Audacity, and I didn't find how to adjust the volume of the music, but that's probably just because I'm lazy, because usually I use GarageBand to fade in and out and adjust the volume. But I guess that Mac users are as usually like a minority, so I don't think my advices are really.
Oh well, for me it's just the production software I use gives you several audio tracks. So when I put everything together, it's the audio track for my voice goes on one, and the music goes on the other, like a couple lines down. But yeah, it's the production software that should allow you to add music on a different track. And when you listen to it, it should move all together. Depends on what you use. I mean, I'm simple. I just use Power Director, but it's pretty simple, and it allows you to do that pretty easily. So that's how I do it.
I think what is it tomorrow? Well, technically already today, but yeah, Sunday. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend all Sunday catching up to your video, Cock, and
thank you.
maybe Morty's videos, because they're between they're the ones that I like the most. And that they have so many to catch up with. So
Mortis is the best.
Mortis is really, really good. I love his accent so much. But hey, you're really, really good as well. So
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you are there right with him.
But we're actually collaborating. We're working on a video right now.
Nice.
Yep, 20 ghost stories on Lee's channel.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm also supposed to do something else with him, but he's so crazy busy that he told me like over a month ago, oh yeah, don't think I forgot about you. I'm just so swamped in collabs with everyone that
he does a lot of collabs.
I'll come to you. Yes, he does. He's amazing like that, because he's also helped a lot of smaller channels getting attention, like Spooky Stories for You. She's one of the most underrated channels. She's so incredibly good, and yet like she was the first one to reach out to me when I started over a year ago, and she was at like 200 subscribers, and now she's only not even at 800 subscribers, and it's crazy because I keep wondering how she's so good. The stories she picks are always amazing, the music is spot on, the narration is perfect, and it's really crazy that now I have more subscribers than her. How? That doesn't make sense. She is so good, and she did a read for Mort on his channel, and at least that got her a bit of recognition, and I'm glad about her. I'm glad about that, but still, she deserves so much more. She's really good.
Sometimes you just don't know why things work the way they do.
Oh, hey, talking about the devil, spooky stories in the chat.
I think one of underrated creepypasta readers is Mr. Spooks too. Like he does great stories and stuff like that, but it's like I don't know if he just started out like a while ago, but it's like he doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but still, it's like underrated.
Just a little bit.
It sounds like you're like mixing a martini and also like beating up mice, like mice with a broomstick or something.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. Hi,
I haven't been.
I don't know, just the sounds I'm hearing. That's what I'm imagining. But you gotta remember that my mind is a very weird place to be in.
Actually, I just on my bed for the past 10 to 20 minutes, but when I was up and making noises, you guys didn't hear anything, so this is very weird for me.
I heard a lot of things earlier, but so who's making a milkshake right now?
I'm not.
Yeah, me, I'm just sitting in my chair.
Well, I'm sitting, laying in bed, just like I do all day because I'm a lazy asshole. So,
You know, I think I know what it is though. I live right next to a highway, so all the noises you might be hearing are just cars passing by.
oh, cats
Like
who
that
are
noise.
making milkshakes out of their windows.
Probably my customers. I have
Your
neighbors.
milkshake brings all the cars to the highway.
She brings up the yard.
Oh, Lord, bite me, man! I could make a martini right now. Well, go for it. What's stopping you? It's
Yeah, what's
5
stopping
somewhere. Probably there as well, since here it's almost 2 a.m. So
it's almost 7 o'clock over here.
exactly. So wait, 7, 5, 6, 7. So you're like Central Time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right.
Yeah, so if it's 7 p.m. there, even like in the western parts of California, it's at least 5 p.m., I think. So
You are correct.
Well, it's in California, I think, depending on where you are, it's like 2 hour difference. Because I have spoken to Corp's husband. He lives in California, and there's like a 2 hour.
wait. Stop right there. You've spoken to Corp's husband? Like spoken?
Yeah. Not like, oh, Snapchat. Yeah. So we've snapped each other a couple times.
What? For fuck's sake.
This was like back in July or August. We haven't talked since then.
Damn. Because, I mean, the only things he's ever written me were like, thank you for buying my merch, I appreciate that, and whatnot. Or reading my messages when he would stream.
See, I was doing fan art, so I was the one
I did a fan
painting.
art of him too, even though I really can't draw, but I did one.
Here's the funny thing is ever since we talked about it, I haven't really done anything with that painting. Like, I know I have to get it done, but like I have so many things that just keep popping up that I can never get it done, and I feel so bad.
Because well, it's despite what many people think, I don't like him because he's famous or anything. I just he was one of the first that I found, like I said, and I've heard a lot of his streams, and he sounds like this amazing, genuine guy, and like I really would like to be friends with him, like have chats with him and whatnot. But of course, he's always so busy with stuff, and people will drowning him in messages and whatnot. So yeah, I don't think he ever even gets to see the times when I do write him something. But it's like, you know, I really feel like he's such a great guy, and I would love to befriend him. But it's too hard because it's like a fucking celebrity, seriously. So, and also the usually girls are all over him, which I never really understood, because come on, you don't even know what he looks like. How can you be all over someone just because of their voice? It's kind of weird. But
girls are more attracted to guys with deeper voices, and his voice is really deep.
Yeah, sure. I mean, a nice voice does contribute to an attract factor, but if that's the only thing that you know about someone, that's really weird, because like, what the hell do you know? But anyway, so being a female, I maybe automatically seem like I am just another obsessed crazy fan or something, but I would just really like to have a friendship with the dude, because he seems like such a genuine, kind guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like friends, the people that I look up to. So, like, I want to be friends with like your maker and everybody, but it's like they're so crazy busy. I have like there's no time to talk or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like open my message and they won't respond.
Well, I've written your maker a couple of times, and he did answer. He even sent me not even one but two different stories for my 1K subscriber collab. He's really super nice. He's really awesome.
That's just great.
Yeah,
it can be, because it can be hard. It can be hard, even for me. It's like for the amount of comments, the amount of emails I get, and I don't mean to. I mean, some get lost in the fold.
Yeah,
I try my best to answer everybody, but it gets really difficult.
Yeah,
and
of
takes up a
course.
lot of time.
Of course.
But I want to do it.
Yeah, but I can totally imagine, because I mean, I don't get that many emails or DMs or whatever, but still I often, more than I care to admit, I tell someone, oh yeah, I'll check it out and get back to you, and then my fucking memory is like, nope, and I completely forget about it, and then I feel like the worst douchebag in the world, because I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna think that I just like ditched them because I don't know, I snubbed them or something, but I just genuinely forgot because my memory is crap.
Yep. Well,
I mean,
it happens.
Yeah. Too often to me than anyone else, but yeah.
No, to me a lot too.
Like, I have to write it down and like put a reminder in order so that I don't forget. But if it's like one of those things where I'm like really busy and then like someone tells me to do something and I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll like check it out later when I'm not busy, and then I'm done being busy, and then it's like I know I have to do something, but I can't remember what.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I totally remember. At one point, I knew that I had to send a story for a collab to someone, but I couldn't for the life of me remember who was doing the collab. It was like, oh my god. Like, seriously, I had the story ready and everything, but then I was like, wait, who is doing this collab? Who? And I went through all the DMs, all the tweets, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh my god, now they're totally gonna think that I like just knocked out on them or something. Ah, that's the worst. And so I started writing down things, but then one, I forget to check that that paper, and two, after a while, I forgot to keep writing on it. So yay, great job. There's literally no hope for me. Nope.
I put like I'll remind myself to do something, but I put it in an area that I know I'm going to look at. So I'll put like a post-it note or something like that, and then I'll put like a reminder. So you say that you keep forgetting to write things on it, and then I just put like a little side note, continue to write on this piece of paper.
Yeah, maybe I should physically write it on something and not just on a text edit.
Yeah. Because I had memory issues, especially when I was younger.
Me too. I've never had the best memory, but as time goes by, it gets so much worse.
I suffered from memory loss because of something that I went through when I was 12. So I have brain damage because my heart stopped beating for 30 minutes. So there are things I will remember, but vividly. I don't remember anything from my childhood or anything. So some like my sibling will talk to me and he's like, you remember this or stuff like that? Remember when we did this? And I'll have like a memory of doing it, but I don't remember what he's talking about.
Oh damn, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must suck. I'm so sorry. No, I have no excuse. I'm just, I don't know. I just have a pigeon brain. Actually, no, because pigeons are really smart.
I don't know. Pigeons here in Chicago, they're kind of dumb. Also, like, they are pretty ballsy too, because they'll take your food. They'll walk up to you and like take whatever you have in your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but swans are worse. Swans and geese, they're the fucking worst assholes.
They're pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But Chicago pigeons are pretty bad too.
No, here we have the lake, and there are a lot of ducks and a couple of swans. So often I would bring down the dry bread, the old bread, and feed the ducks. But like if I throw something at one duck, another duck, and the swan, and then another duck, no, the swan wants it again. And if I don't keep fucking feeding the swan all the time, he's gonna kind of attack the ducks. And if I throw it purposely in a direction that only the ducks can get at, the swan is going to fucking chase me around and peck me on the legs. Fucking assholes.
we have Canadian geese up here, and we feed ducks because I live like by a park where there's like a pond and stuff. We'll feed the ducks, and then the geese. They're just they come up in our feed and stuff like that. I just
Oh yeah,
can't
the Canadian
live right.
geese in that in the area are awful, and you can't do anything
Nope.
because they're all protected. It's like
Right.
they're completely and utterly awful. Even though I'm currently in Tennessee right now, but I'm from Chicago. I'm going to be going back there in the spring. But yeah, those things are everywhere. And it's like,
Yes.
go away. And all they do is
And,
poop all over the
and,
place.
Yep.
and like if you like
Absolutely.
try to get them off or something like that, they'll start chasing you, and
Oh yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah.
such assholes.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're
I
mean.
know.
They're really mean.
I know. Yeah, they are. I know my brother was being chased by two of them one time, and he was like trying to get them off of him, and he was like, "Go back to Canada. No one wants to kill you assholes."
Go back
like,
to Canada.
You know,
Good one.
it's offensive to Canadians. I'm pretty sure Canadians don't want them there either.
I don't think anybody wants them.
If they were Canadian, they wouldn't be so aggressive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of the opposite because you assume that everyone in Canada is so nice, but then you have the geese and they're just assholes.
So maybe people in Canada are trying to make up for how much of an asshole the geese are.
It's like, we're nice because our geese are assholes.
Mm-hmm. They have to be to even everything out.
Oh, he says, Lord Fight Me Man says, bullshit, check out hockey fights sometimes. I do, and they get pretty freaking aggressive.
Oh.
But that's just knocking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. That's just hockey. It's not like they actually hate each other. It's just part of the game. But geese?
Yeah.
No way. No fucking geese.
Yeah. No, like no Canadians can walk up to you and be like, fuck you. Well, I mean, actually, no, my ex-boyfriend is Canadian, and he's like one of those people who like will cuss you out anytime. So he doesn't count.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Hello.
Anyway, yeah, I think I'll go to sleep now.
Sounds like a good idea.
2 a.m. Yes. But
yeah, I was about to fall asleep 2 hours ago, and I made it. So I'm glad that I came and talked to you guys for a bit.
Well, I was about to say thank you guys so much for the company, the entertainment, the laughter. It's been an honor to have you. And
anytime.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, thank you. Thank you. And have a good rest of the day.
You too.
Thank you.
Sleep well.
And see you soon.
Talk to you all later. Good.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye, and bye-bye everyone in the chat. Oh, hey, Renner just showed up.
Jimmy Paul for life!
Just ignore whatever that was in the background.
So you were still connected?
So
I thought you were done.
be quiet. Quiet, you. Everybody's trying to get in on the act. But
last minute.
But yeah.
I'm here.
Poor Rainer, he's always late.
Yeah. Every time.
Oh wow. Every time, really. Oh wow.
We still love him though.
Of course. That goes without saying. Anyway, okay, to wrap things up, Thank you, you two, for the company. Thanks, everyone in the chat, for being awesome, for checking
Even
out
Rainer.
the donations. Yeah, even Rainer, even though he showed up late, but still, he showed up. So that's still fucking awesome.
Exactly.
And see you
Talk
soon,
to everybody
guys.
later. Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.